and welcome. You're watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. At a plenary session on March 12th, European Parliament passed a resolution that reassesses Russia's relationship with the EU. The document states that Russia can no longer be considered a strategic partner of the European Union. The primary reason for this is Moscow's violation of international law and democratic principles. So, what is the significance of this resolution? To discuss this, we're joined in the studio today by Andriy Karakuts. He's an expert at the Center of Applied Research. Hello, and thank you for joining.
Hello.
So, Russian hybrid war has been going on in the east of Ukraine for almost 5 years now. Why now adopt the resolution? Why did it take so long?
It's a good question. We waited for 5 years to proclaim Russia, yes, as a real threat to Europe. And why European Parliament adopted this resolution? First of all, there was a problem with dual partnership agreement. It ended nominally in 2014, and it must be prolonged. But because of Russian aggressive behavior, because of this aggression against Ukraine, cyber attacks, Salisbury incident, European Union now sees that there is no way to prolong current situation and better to fix status quo that exists, and in this status quo Russia can be considered an external threat to European Union and threat that must be taken with all seriousness. This resolution is, first of all, recommendation. Yes, it's not obligatory, but at the same time, European Commission will develop own documents using this resolution. So we will see hardening of European Union position against Russia, and we hope that this position will be at least united. Yes, there are many countries now in European Union that want to reestablish a relationship with Russia, but such binding legal documents must not allow it.
You just mentioned that some countries that are a part of the European Union still want to reconsider or work for the better relationship with Russia. The same thing is going out of the European Parliament. Most of its members are in favor of keeping a dialogue with the Russian Federation. Considering the situation and the fact that Russia has officially been recognized as an aggressor country, what kind of dialogue are we talking about?
These countries, first of all, we must list them. It's southern countries of European Union and some central European countries. First of all, it's Italy, Hungary, Greece is mentioned, Cyprus. They have power elite that is interested in relationship, first of all, economic. They also like this authoritarian regime of Russian Federation. Some of them try and even copy it, like Viktor Orban in Hungary. But we have the situation that in May 2019 it will be new elections to European Parliament, and after that will be formed new European Commission. And there is a real risk that many new deputies will be from populist parties, from Italy, for example, from Hungary, and they will take more pro-Russian stance. So now we have European Parliament that is united more or less against Russia. Next, European Parliament can be very different. And that's why it's very important to have this united stance against Russia fixed now.
So would it be fair as a safety measure for the now existing European Commission and the European Parliament to vote for another extension of the sanctions against the Russian Federation, which is also a question on an issue on the table to discuss?
Current sanctions work until end of July. So next sanctions must be adopted in May, June. It is latest sessions of this European Parliament, but next European Parliament can be really filled with many forces that will break this unity. So Russia is really interested to help some parties to enter into European Parliament, to promote some European commissioners, yes. And after that, there is a fear that Europe will be more fragmented. And after that, yes.
Would it be fair to say that the newly appointed European commissioners who are going to be in favor of Russia are a result of Russia's propaganda?
Yeah, of course, Russian propaganda tries to portray that European Union is not consolidated, that it is weak, and some members of it want to reestablish relationship, yes. And in many spheres, for example, energy sphere, maybe some trade issues, Russia promotes its uniqueness to Europe because it supplies Europe with energy resources, yes,
and gas.
And first of all, gas, yes, and without Russia, Europe will be more weaker. So that idea, even promoted by German Chancellor Angela Merkel, she talks that okay, Russia is aggressive, but nevertheless we need to have some partnership.
Angela Merkel is a great supporter of such an economic and energetic project as Nord Stream Pipeline 2, whereas let's say the majority of the rest of the Europe is against this project and considers it to be yet another threat to the unity of the European Union. What's your stand on this?
It's a very bad situation for the European Union, first of all, because this position of Germany, it's internal position caused by political, first of all, because of existing coalition between ruling party of Angela Merkel, Christian Democrats and Social Democrats. And that's the problem of foreign policy of Germany. Germany is, because of its economic prowess, because of its geopolitical centrally situated in Europe, it needs more proactive policy, and it cannot be, there was very good comparison, it cannot be like Greater Switzerland, yes, that can be a friend with every countries around the world. So Germany must understand that with this partnership with Russia, they cause risks to other countries, first of all neighboring countries of Central and Eastern Europe, which see in Russia aggressive country.
Yet and again, European Union with Nord Stream Pipeline 2 or without Nord Stream Pipeline 2, in which of the situations would the European Union be weaker?
Of course, because Russia uses energy, first of all, not as economic tool, it also uses as political tool. There is very big danger that after completion of this Nord Stream 2 project, Germany becomes dependent of Russia supplies, and after that Russia will be able to dictate its will to not only to Germany but also other countries which will buy gas from Germany, but Russian gas. And in this way, United States, other countries, they say to Germany, okay, let's stop it, because after this dependence will start, you will not see other possibilities to transport Russian gas, for example, through Ukraine. So better to have this option delayed and to understand geopolitical context of this Nord Stream 2 project.
At a plenary session this week on Wednesday of the European Parliament in Strasbourg, it has been decided to appoint a special European representative in Ukraine. Now, what's going to be the mission of the special representative, and how is this going to change the whole situation, or maybe the attitude of the European Union towards the Russian Federation?
That's a very good idea because European Union, as we see, have many views about conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and to have one voice who can develop policy of European Union, recommend something, and first of all monitor the situation in Donbass, situation with Crimea, situation with Russian meddling in elections and so on. It's very important. European Foreign Service maybe not so influential now, and it is not considered as a part of geopolitical negotiations about settlement of Russian-Ukrainian conflict. So it will be very good for us to have another possibility to channel our opposition to the vote, and first of all to European Union. And this year there is also idea to appoint United Nations special representative. So we will have a special representative from United States, Kurt Volker, from European Union and United Nations. So it will be very good for promoting our position to international community.
Thank you so much for coming and explaining the whole situation. That was Andriy Karakuts. He's an expert at the Center for Applied Research. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more with UATV.